In this video, I built a successful landscaping business only to sell it and move to a new town with a brand new business. However, this time, things are a bit different. I have to make $1 million, and I only have a year to do it. Will I make $1 million or will I go broke? Stay tuned to find out. And if you guys enjoy videos like this and you want to see more, be sure to subscribe and dropping a like helps too. Anyway, let's go make some money. Well, boys, it's another day back out here at the landscaping business. We almost have $250,000 here, and I finally got my lawn mowed. It's looking a lot better than it was. Anyways, I got everything loaded up here. We're going out to a job today, but there's a property that just came up for sale that I want to go check out, or more a business, I should say. Oh, but I bet the lawnmowers are low on fuel, so we're gonna run to the gas station here real quick. And oh, I almost smacked that truck. That was close. Anyways, we're gonna go grab some fuel first, and then we'll head out to the new property that we're possibly gonna buy. I'm not too sure yet. Well, that was not cheap. 200 bucks to fill up everything, but now we should be good to go for the day. Well, it looks like we're just gonna miss the train this morning. It just went past. So the property we're gonna go check out this morning is actually a property we drove past recently. It was an older abandoned car wash. Looked like it had been abandoned for a couple years anyway. It's in quite the state of disrepair. Anyways, I seen it and I was kind of curious if it was for sale. So I was doing some searching last night and I managed to find the listing for it. It just went up a couple days earlier. However, it's priced pretty high, but I'll explain more once we get there. Well, this is it. We're just pulling up on it, and yeah, it's in a bit of disrepair. So yeah, this used to be a car wash. Now it's obviously not as good as it once was. It's got junk everywhere. I don't think any of the lights or the bays work. Yeah, it's just absolutely awful. But on top of it being a car wash, there's also a storage yard. Now, everything here that's on the property comes with the property, and there's a couple things back there. Looks like there's a quad, a trailer, a snowmobile, skid steer, camper. That's a golf cart, I want to say. An old pickup truck, looks like a second gen, and an old tractor, some bleachers. So a bunch of old stuff. There's some construction junk and whatever else. We can't actually go in here right now because the gate's locked. I can't quite hop over that fence. I can try. Yeah, nope, not gonna happen. I need to do some more cardio. So yeah, this place is not in the greatest of shape. Now they want $250,000 for it. Looks like this is the room to actually run the car wash. But yeah, $250,000. We get everything that comes on the property, which isn't a bad deal. It's a lot of money, especially for the disrepair this thing's in, but I'm thinking it might be a decent business investment. Now, I don't quite have $250,000, so I'm going to have to make a counter offer and I hope they accept it. And on top of that, I'm gonna have to spend so much money getting this car wash up and running again. I'm not even sure if it's gonna make me any money in the long run, but I think we're gonna have to try. Now, there's no other car washes in town. I think there's one other storage bay and they are right packed. And there's a chance if we bought some of the land standing right next to this elevator here, we could actually add on to the storage business and add some storage units in here and make even more money. Now, I'm not sure on that idea just yet, but we're going to throw them a counter offer of, I don't know, $200,000. They said they're pretty firm on price. I would offer them $175, but yeah, they're firm on price. So I think $200,000 is going to be my best bet to try get this property. I really can't do anything more than like $240. But in the meantime, we got some work to go do, so we're gonna go make some money. So the owner of this Tractor Supply actually called me up yesterday night and they asked if I could come out and do the lawn. Since I seen it yesterday, I give them like a rough quote of what it would be. A couple $100, not too bad. They don't have too much lawn here, but should be pretty easy. They think Tractor Supply out of all places would like mow their own lawn? Apparently not. However, I ain't complaining. That's more money for us. Now, one thing I just thought about, if we buy that property, it has a skid steer sitting on it. I don't know the condition of the skid steer or anything like that, but that might save us a lot of money in the long run too. Well, front lawn's done. We're just on to the back here. That did not take long. We're all finished up here. I'm gonna go collect my money and it's off to the next job. And there we go, 200 bucks in the bank. I was actually talking with the owner of this store. He came out, took a look at the job. He likes it, so he wants to sign a contract. So every week for the rest of the growing season or the summer, I guess, we're gonna be back out here mowing lawn, which is pretty sweet. Also, last episode, I broke the belt on the lawnmower. We got that fixed. It seems to be holding up, but let's just hope we don't break another. Well, I'm just pulling up to my first residential house of the day here, and there's deer in the backyard. That is great. Anyways, I called the owner. I put in an offer for $200,000, so we'll see if we get the place. He says he's going to get back to me within the hour here, so we'll get this job knocked out quick, and I guess we'll see. Now, this place has a full backyard that they want us to do, as well as a front yard, so it's going to take a little bit longer, but more money, which is always a good thing. Oh yeah, this job's going to require the weed whipper. Too many close corners out here. These dang air conditioning units on the side of houses are always a pain to try to get around. That in a space just small enough that I can't get my mower through. Man, if I had help, I could get this job done in like 30 minutes. 2 mowers. One guy knocks out the backyard, one guy knocks out the front yard. 2 weed whippers. Get around all the trees, sides of the house, and you're finished. So the alleyway is technically city property, but we just like to usually mow it when we're doing our jobs. Makes the place look a bit nicer. All right, we got the backyard all mowed up here. Oh, you know what? I can't not. I completely missed that. I did it again. Yeah, there we go. Okay, we just got to do the corners here real quick. We'll be good. Rule number 1, don't weed whip the garden. Even though it might be tempting, you can't do that. Homeowners, for some reason, don't really like having their nice gardens weed whipped. I couldn't guess why. It's beyond me. There, would you look at that? Onto the front yard, I guess. So before I came out here and started on the front yard, I decided to ask the neighbors if they wanted their lawn mowed. They said, nope, not this week, but come back next week and we'd be happy to get it mowed. So out of luck on getting double business today. All right, so I'm nearly finished the lawn here. I just got off the phone with the car wash owner. They couldn't accept $200,000. They came back at me with an offer of $240. $240 is still too expensive for me. I'm gonna offer them $220 and see where we go from there. I'm hoping they take $220. That way we can get this deal done and get ourselves a new car wash. Well, a new car wash is gonna be a lot of work and a lot of money too. Well, lawn's finished. I'm all loaded up and I got paid $500. Pretty dang good for a lawn this size. Anyways, funny story, the guy that owns this place is actually a plumber. And you might be wondering, well, Austin, why the heck does that matter? Well, let's say someone, specifically me, buys an old car wash. What do you think some of the first work that car wash is gonna need to get up and going again? That's right, plumbing. So I told him what I might be possibly buying and he's interested in the work, so hopefully we can get him out. If we end up buying the property, maybe we can get a bit of a deal on some work. If I, of course, give him a deal on some lawn mowing. Well, boys, it's the next day and I have just closed on my brand new property. That's right, we bought it. So you're probably wondering just how much I spent. We originally had it listed at $250,000. I offered him $200,000. He came back at $240,000, so I offered him $220,000, and we have settled now at $230,000. So that's a lot of money right there. We're down to about $20,000 here. Not to mention, I also had to spend another $5,000 in miscellaneous, closing fees on the property, getting everything transferred into my name. It all cost a little bit of money, so it all wound up to about another $5,000. So that brings us around to $15,000. Anyways, I'm just about to head out there to check it out. Look a little more at the storage on the property because we didn't really get to check that out. See what we all bought. But first, I got to get all this unloaded because we're going to need the trailer. Well, it looks like I finally get to use my little shop here. Should do the trick for temporary storage. Anyways, I'm really excited to see what we all got here. Well, here it is, my first big investment, and I'm already somewhat regretting it because this is gonna be so much work. Gates finally unlocked. I can go in and check everything out. Oh man, this is gonna be interesting. So this is honestly what I'm most excited about. This Bobcat right here. It's got some tracks. They're not exactly tracks, I should say. They're, I don't know. They're just a style that goes over the wheel. There's an old camper here. This thing looks a little bit worse for wear, but the skid steer is going to be the biggest thing for us because we really need one, and I really didn't want to spend the money to buy some of the newer ones they had at the store, so this should help a ton. Looks like it's got a little attachment for hitches. That's kind of cool. Oh, and I was right. This is a golf cart. Not really sure what I can use this for, but I'm sure I can find something for it. Looks like there's a ton of building materials back here. All stuff that we might be able to use to fix up the car wash. And then an old, very, very, very rusty second-gen Dodge. I don't know if this thing runs. We'll have to try it later. And then this is pretty cool. An old John Deere 1630. It's got a blade on the back. I've been told this one runs, as well as the skid steer. That was 2 stipulations with buying the property. I said, most of the equipment has to run, and most importantly, the skid steer has to run. And he was like, yep, skid steer runs all good. It just has not been used in forever, and as you can see, the property's very overgrown. So we got an old dirt bike, and then I noticed this. I couldn't see it from the outside when I came to look at this property the other day, but when I was walking up to the skid steer, this is a flippin' Ford Ranger, and not just any Ford Ranger. It's got a Cummins in it, or at least I think it does. It's got the sticker. That means there's definitely a Cummins in it. I'd hope at least. Again, not sure if this runs. We'll have to see. And got the old snowmobile with a little trailer. This little trailer actually might come in handy. Not sure about the snowmobile. And then an old 4-Trax. But yeah, this building material should come in handy. I want to try clean all of this out because if we're going to run a business out of here, especially a storage business, we can't just be storing random crap. Now, these bleachers, we do not need these in any capacity, so I'm going to try sell these for sure. I think I'm going to try sell the camper. Is there anything in this bin? Let me, yep, up, come on. Oh man, this is a little bit harder than I thought. Yep, there we go. Okay, there's some more random junk. So we could toss a lot of junk in here. We might try sell the bin. One of you guys mentioned in the comments the last video, I should try bin rentals. And I might do that. I might just see if I can rent this thing out. Maybe make a bit of money. There's a lot of scrap steel. I might get a company to come pick that up if we're not going to use it on the car wash. So yeah, just a ton of stuff. I found the keys for the skid steer. They're in that blue shed back there. I'm going to give this thing a try. All right, almost. There she goes. It runs. Check it out. That's pretty dang cool. All right, first thing coming off this thing is those flipping tracks. These are not great. I could see if they'd work in the winter, but anything else, they're just kind of useless to me. And they'd absolutely tear up a lawn. Although I should move this trailer out of the way if I want to try that Ford Ranger. That'll work. I just tried this golf cart here. Battery's dead, so that's a no-go. We're going to have to put new batteries in that. Let me do it down in the comments if I should keep this thing, because it could be useful. It could not be. I'm not sure yet. And I did not realize this before. The John Deere has keys in it. Well, I guess we're going to give it a try. Oh. Okay, well, it just fires up. That was very anticlimactic. Just fires right up. Now, this is going to be especially useful. There is no loader for it. However, there's an attachment point for it. I might have to see if I can buy a loader for this thing. I'm pretty sure John Deere or Tractor Supply will sell one. Oh, I can't even get it out of here because there's barricades. Okay, I guess skid steer and the forks should be able to do that. Let's see if we can get these things out of the way. All right, it's open. We got all of them moved. I'm pretty sure I could sell these barricades too for some money. Now, of course, main order of business after getting all of that cleaned out is getting this car wash up and running. Now, from what the owners told me, it's going to need roughly $20,000 worth of stuff to get it finished. We only have 15 right now, but I'm thinking with the sale of a lot of this other random junk that we're not going to need, we should be able to make that back. I hope. All right, so I've been messing around here for the last couple hours, just listing stuff up on Facebook Marketplace that we're not going to need and getting it sold. I've actually found out that these bleachers are worth a fair amount of money, $2,000 a piece. So I've got them both sold for $4,000, which is nice. I got the camper sold for another $1,000. So some people are coming to pick those up, and I'm going to list up some of this other junk and see if it sells as well. All right, so I've got some junk sold, $1,000, $5,000, and $2,000. The $5,000 was actually for the bleachers. I originally listed them for $4,000. I had two guys that wanted them. One guy really wanted them for more than I wanted out of it, so he paid me an extra $1,000. The other $1,000 was for the camper. Then I got another $2,000 for some random junk around here. It's pretty much all cleaned out and gone, minus some of the scrap. I sold all the extra hose and pallet jacks that were around here. There's some extra hose in here. I can't get up here. But yeah, just a lot of random junk we've actually made some serious money on. So we now have about the $20,000 that I'm going to need to get all of the water working back in here again and get our car wash making some money. However, I've got to buy some sort of a bush mower to get all this bush and crap out of the car wash yard and the storage yard, or some really, really good weed killer. I'm not too sure yet. Maybe I can just rent one. That might be easier. Well, $300, and this is what I got for the day. A little mower that should do the trick to get all this junk cleaned up out of here. I'm going to spray this all afterwards because this is all concrete here. It's just weeds growing through. Or I guess it's asphalt or something. I don't even know. I'm just here to get this all cleaned up. Didn't take too long. Well, a couple hours later, and this is what we got. So there's a few little places I couldn't get to, like by the second gen and around all that junk. The second gen, I tried to start and tried to move it, but yeah, wouldn't start. I think it needs a new battery. Maybe a new starter? I'm not sure. There's probably a crap load of problems with this thing. I'm not sure if I should fix it and try to use it, or I should just sell it. Let me know down in the comments. But this place is looking really dang good. I'm going to have to bring in some sort of another dumpster, or use the dumpster I have on site maybe, and get all this junk cleaned up. And then I'm going to bring in an electrician and a plumber. Like I said, it's going to cost about $20,000, but it should be worth it because then we'll be able to get all this up and running again and be making some money. But let me know down in the comments what we should keep, what we should sell. But I think I'm going to call that a good day's work. Anyways, hope y'all enjoyed. Subscribe, and goodbye.